Alright, hello everyone, my name is Denizen and welcome back to Europa Universalis 4. We are playing the Mare Nostrum expansion as Genoa. We're having a lot of fun, but we are sort of having to sit on our hands a little bit because we are sort of dependent on what happens around us, as we are not very powerful at the moment. We are doing fine though, that is true. Yeah, so in the last episode we had to quell some rebellions in, I think, Theodoro first, and then another rebellion in the rest of the country here, rest of our territories. We have done that now. Excuse me. Azov is currently being harsh treated, and that is why this is a bit lower than it was before. And we did that so we could move our troops to Europe. And now here we are. And currently we are in an interesting situation where Austria is in a war with Venice and Milan, two separate wars, and losing badly. Basically because they don't have any troops anymore. And my idea was to actually attack Milan while they were at war with Austria. But because Austria is losing, that idea has sort of fallen through. They still have, I clicked it away now, 15k troops there. Only 16 manpower, not 16k, 16. So this is basically all they have. A bit more, that's probably another stack somewhere. So the idea is, well, the question is, should we attack or not? And I'm sort of thinking maybe we should. We don't have any diplomats to send. We could ally Austria, but currently I'm not sure if that's a good idea because they are so weak, basically. But it might still be good because they are the emperor. Are they the emperor though? Yes. Okay. And that of course will help with the unlawful territory demands. So might be worth to keep an eye on. Yeah, this is a pretty hefty stack here. 15k. Only 3 military tech though. We are at 4, so that's higher, if my maths don't deceive me. Still, I don't know. We could, let's see. Yeah, we could ask Venice to join in. That would create a very interesting situation where Venice and Milan are in the same country and at war with each other. I'm not really sure whether we want to promise Venice land, though. That is the problem here. Because, of course, that would increase the power of Venice. And at most, we would be able to take 2 provinces, probably. And then Venice would have to be given 1 province. Or we could just not do that and bring them into the war anyway. It would be a massive help against the 15 stack of Milan. They don't have any allies. I think we should just do this. We have to take a chance sometime. Right, there we go. We can call them in. Yeah, so this is basically the question right now. Should we call them in, yes or no? Or should we just go guerrilla style and stay in the mountains, for example? I don't think so. I'm not confident that we will be able to win this war without the Venice aid. 15k stack here. Well, if they attack us, then we should be well off. Also, we have full manpower. No, not full, but still, we can field another 7k stack while their army is completely. Perhaps we should just try it without Venice. I think that should work. We will take Parma. That is a war goal as well, so once we get it, we get a ticking war score, of course. Okay, let's take a risk and let's see what happens. I think we will probably get some more mercenaries in there at some point, but for now I think this will just do fine. Here we go, guys. It's sort of a risk, sort of exciting as well, therefore. This is kind of interesting. Revanchism. Ah, yes. Declare war. Here we go. No allies called in. It's just us against them. Mano el mano or something like that. Okay, here we go. We will invade Parma. And I'm not sure if Milan has military access through Venice. Can we tell? Yeah, we can tell. Currently, they don't have it. Look at that tech, though, by the way. Oh, that's not the tech level. I was sort of confused there. Okay, here we go. Let's hope that this is a quick siege. They aren't moving just yet. Yeah, this is going to be a very quick siege, so you will move on. There we go. Naval research wrong. They must be right. Or ignore them. We don't have a lot of prestige, so I'm gonna go with the Diplotech. It's a bit of a shame. Oh, right. We also were at level 4 at Mintech. We will save up just a bit. Perhaps we can get an additional bonus, and we don't really need this right now. Well, we need the tax modifier, but we're gonna need our money for other stuff, as we are in a war currently. I think we will just try and siege as much as we can. We have to keep an eye on Milan here, and hope that Austria gets to jump in here at some point. Still not moving, Milan. Let's take a look at the ledger. I'm gonna play this very safely, you guys. Yeah, this is all they have. They have no manpower, and 5 of those troops are actually mercenaries already, so they are in a lot of trouble. I think it was the right choice to not call in Venice. It doesn't seem necessary at all. Just yet, basically just because Milan hasn't attacked us yet. So Austria is building up somewhat of an army. I hope that Milan will attack that stack at some point. So we get sort of indirect aid from Austria. We can't move there because of the forts. Okay, we occupied the war goal now. Already at war goal score 6. I think this is gonna be a sort of blitzkrieg idea here. Just move in, get the war goal, get a ticking score going on, and see what we can do there. We can't move on though, and that is a shame. These are all forts. Fort level 2. This is not a fort. I think this would be the most important stack here. Tal, I mean. Can we get access? Yes, we can. Okay. And now we could... No, I don't think we should move away from this. Because if we move away, we will probably lose the siege here. And that is not a good idea. So we'll probably just move. We are being attrition though. That is a shame. But I guess we can deal with it. It's only 1%. It's fine. This fort isn't really... Well, it's a fort level 3. Oh, it's capital as well. That is a shame. Yeah, so that's gonna take a long time. But we really need to just wait for the wartime penalty. Anyway, so... yeah, this is all unlawful territory. That's true. We've got a length of war penalty right now. It's only... it's not even too bad. And already we are making advances here. We will have to keep an eye on the Crimeans though. And we will probably have to... Ooh, accepted peace. Okay, that is a shame. So, Milan is now not in a war anymore with Austria. That is really a shame. Okay. Okay, so we should be prepared to fend them off. So what I think we'll do is build some more dudes here. Probably just mercenaries. We are a merchant empire, so we can deal with... we should be able to deal with the increase in expenses that we will now go through. Look at the difficulties that Venice is having with this tiny stack. That's interesting. Yeah, so we are going to lose some money in the short term, but we should be able to deal with it in the long term. We'll probably take out a loan or something like that. But I think with a 17 stack, it's going to be difficult for Milan to take over here. Milan is just standing here, helping, sort of helping the siege by Venice, but it's not really helping, I think, because they aren't in a war with each other anymore. So it doesn't really make any sense that they won't move away. This siege is sort of progressing fine. I think we will go up to speed 3. As I said, I'm taking this very slow. We are being attritioned 1%, so our manpower is doing fine-ish. And we are sort of doing fine-ish. Look at this though, by the way, I hadn't even noticed this. Tyrol and Trent are now part of Austria. And this is probably good, because I think there will probably be a bit of hatred between Milan and Austria. So therefore, if we take away territory from Milan, then Austria will be pretty happy with that, probably. Kirkrasia has announced us as their rival. Okay. Excuse me. That's sort of fine. Do they have any allies? No, they don't. So actually, this might be a good target for us at some point. They are a native tribe. A tribal federation, I mean. Should be fine. Okay, siege is progressing here. And that siege is also progressing, so... yeah. Okay. We can probably think about going for this admin tech at some point now. Iberian wedding. Let us bind their dynasty to ours. I'm not really sure what that... Right. Leads personal union with Aragon and Naples. Yes, that is not so good for us, because that means that it will be pretty impossible for us to take these two islands here. So that is a bit of a shame. We'll see how it goes. Let's first focus on this war that is going on here. I think we have to sort of take baby steps here in Europe. Just taking 1 or 2 provinces at a time will probably be the best idea. Just because of Austria and the emperor in unlawful territory. Okay, siege is over. And immediately they are moving to us. And immediately we are at war score 70. So we will peace out. Peace out. Peace deal. Yes, they will accept. Probably quite a bit here. Overextension 36% for 2 provinces. That's amazing. Coalition time though. Let's see. Milan, Ferrara, Mantua, Florence and Siena are all at 50%. I think we will take 1 province. Thank you very much. I'm not gonna risk a coalition against us. That would be horrible. So what I'll do is war operations instead. We'll just use the war score in another way. At least we got Parma out of it. I'm pretty happy with that. Release nations. We can actually ask them to release Tyrol. But I'm not sure what good that would do us. What's this? Styria? That's only Tyrol? I don't know. Return course. Ah, we could make Austria love us quite a bit here. We could ask them to return Tyrol to Austria. Look at the war score we have, though. That's just because we've taken the capital, I think. That's amazing. I think it might be a good idea to sort of make sure that Milan doesn't grow too much. But giving stuff back to Austria feels a bit weird. Austria is always such a pain in the butt. Military access, no. Give up claims. Well, give up claims in Genoa would be pretty good for us, I think. War operations. Vassal wouldn't work, of course. They are too big and too powerful. Okay, would we be able to vassalize them if we took over, if we made them cede a lot of stuff? Should we try that? I like this peace deal. Let's clear it. Sorry. We will see what happens if we do something like this. We will release nations. Nah, that won't work. 143 still. Return course. Already it's too much now. So the war score just isn't going to be enough. No. Okay, that won't work. So we will take Parma. We will take war operations. Transfer trade power? No, that won't work. They will release nation might actually be better than giving stuff back to Austria. What if we were to just return one province to Austria and then release a separate nation? I don't want to give too much to Austria. That's basically what I'm saying here. Release Trent and then release Nation Tyrol. How about that? We could ask them to join our trade league as well. Not sure if that's gonna do us any good. We could maybe vassalize them. I don't know. A bit far away though, so that's probably not gonna work. Never mind. We'll see. We could return some other stuff. We could return to Bern to Switzerland. Everyone would like us if we do this. That is the most important thing. And we just get one province out of it, so no one will hate us because of this. Yeah, I think this is pretty good. Okay, so let's see what we have now. Milan will cede Parma to us. Milan will give Course Trent to Austria, Bern to Switzerland. Milan will be forced to give war operations and release Tyrol as a sovereign state. This is a massive blow to Milan, basically. And I think that is pretty important for us. Milan is a very good target for us, even more so now that they have lost so much territory. Any money? No, that's gonna be too much. Still too much. 7 gold coins. Oh yeah. Let's do it. I have no idea if this is gonna work out, but here we go. Bam. Very good, I think. Okay, so we can core Parma straight away, and we will straight away. 74 is actually not too bad. Probably Parma isn't a very powerful province, and also we will get a stability boost. We are at 88 Republican tradition. Could have waited a bit longer, but I just want to get this over with and get that done. We will release the mercenaries once we are back in our own country. I think Austria should probably like us a lot now. We've got rebellions coming up though. Okay, we've got Tyrol here, 125 released in peace. Would we be able to vassalize them at some point? Economic base is not powerful enough currently. We could at least ask them to join our alliance. Our trade league, I mean. That we will do. Lost the CB against Milan, that's fair enough. Okay, and Switzerland likes us as well because we returned a province to them. Very good. Salzburg. Oh, they are already in the Venice trade league. Okay, so Austria likes us a lot now. Return province plus 40, improve relations plus 94. We could ally them, and we might, because that would allow us to not be asked for unlawful territory. Let's see what else they have. They've got Ottomans as their rival. Could work actually in our favor. Bohemia as a rival, that's okay. I think they had something like Poland at some point, and that was a reason why we shouldn't do it. But currently, I don't see a problem with this. They have a royal marriage with England, so they shouldn't be rival to France. But currently, I think this might be a good option here to ally Austria. We don't have a diplomat though, and I think if we are in an alliance, then there's hardly any way that they would ask us for unlawful territory. They aren't asking us for it now, so already I'm not quite sure if they will do it. But I think this might be very good. Military alliance. Of course, I did forget about Venice, who are in a war with Austria, but Venice, at some point they won't be my ally anymore, and if I have to choose, I would probably go for Austria. Because Venice is a sort of a rival of ours in terms of trading, and at some point I would probably want to take them over. So I'm guessing that that is a good option. We are, however, over our Diplo relations. We are now 4 out of 3. Bit of a shame, but currently I think it's very good for us because we have a very strong position. And I'm not sure if Venice will still be allied to us. We will Detach mercenaries and we will get rid of you. It was a waste of money, but it was fine. It wasn't really necessary, but oh well. Okay, so Milan will hate us, which is fair enough. I can see why. They aren't outraged though, so that's pretty good. Right, I think that was that went pretty splendidly. Castile set France as their rival. Okay, well that was to be expected. Perhaps at some point we still might be able to take over Aragon, but this is not a good thing. Castile, Aragon, Naples in one union with each other. That's pretty bad for us. Okay, let's see. How's our money situation? Actually pretty good. We are at full army maintenance and still making 3.24. Of course we are receiving war operations, so that helps a lot. What I think we'll do is move over to, well, Parma might, I think we will wait until the core is constructed. There isn't a risk of a revolt in Azov currently. We could, by the way, also focus on the Crimeans at some point, although they do have 2 alliances going. And no one would jump in. I had hoped that Poland would jump in. But they are in debt. 762. Yeah, no, I can see why you wouldn't join. Look at this. Will they win? Will Austria win here? They lost. No, Venice lost. No. Yeah. Amazing. That's a sort of decisive battle, I think, and Venice is probably not going to be able to take anything out of this war. I think we should attack Venice at some point. With the aid of Austria, that would be very nice. And just make them disappear from the map. Currently, we don't have a route to their territories, so we would need that. Ferrara would be nice, although they have Switzerland and Savoy as allies. We could get another province from Milan and then move our way to Venice. Yeah, I think Venice will probably be an interesting target for us in the future. Cologne declared war upon East Frisia. Yeah, I think for now we will just wait a bit. We could actually get Mantrega to convert. Would be very helpful if we could convert those dudes there. Let's see. Feast in Ferrara. Oh, we would like to own Ferrara, actually. Well, that's not gonna happen currently. It would be nice. Convert Mantrega to Catholic. That might actually be good, because that would allow us to convert the other countries as well. Do we have unrest in Mantrega? No. So let's do it. 101 months, though, is a long time. Ding ding. We'll try. We'll try and see what happens. We can always just cancel it if necessary. Okay. Discovered an agent from Byzantium. Byzantium is actually doing pretty well. They still exist. I believe that is a very, very good thing for them, because that is not normally how it should go, as far as I know. Right. I think we can lower our army maintenance just a bit for now. Oh, we lost a lot of money here. Can we try and root out that? Because I think it's important that we need to stay on top of it. We are reducing it now. Let's reduce it a bit more. Well, now we are at 0.31 for each year. That it will be decreasing, so that's pretty good. We'll stay in Parma currently. For now, I mean. We've got 2 diplomats. Let's, I think, create a new spy network in Milan. Build a spy network, so we can create a new claim on them in the future. How's Provence doing? Provence doesn't have any ally. Yeah, they do. Florence. I was actually mousing over it. And Florence is allied to Provence and Lucca. There's still something there that we might be able to exploit at some point. Oh, Austria's having a lot of difficulties. And Georgia have claimed Theodoro. Okay. Yeah, no, Austria's not gonna win this. Okay. Utrecht have annexed Friesland. Okay. Are we protecting trade? Yes, we are. Could we perhaps build another bark? Perhaps 2 even. Yes, we could. And we will. Oh, and we should now really take that extra level here. Although we will wait until the 1st of January. I don't think we will be ahead of time though. So it won't probably make a difference. But we'll wait just to see if you get 5% extra. England will cede Calais and Co to Burgundy. England will release Gascony as a sovereign state. That is very, very nice. So we've got Flanders here, actually. I don't think that was in the game in the beginning. We've got Nevers. And Normandy. Burgundy is becoming very powerful, and Gascony is very existent, I should say. So France is having a lot of difficulties here. But they do have Nevada as their vassal. Well, that's not gonna put a dent in anyone's army, I'm sorry to say. Okay, this is good though. Our core is coming along nicely. And it's almost the new year. Austria is still coming back, fighting back. They don't have any allies in this war, I think. Am I right? I don't know. Can we see? Relations. Current wars. Yeah. I should be able to see this more quickly. Yeah, no allies. And it's just Naxos and Venice against Austria. That's not gonna work for Austria. They aren't calling me into the war. They could. I'm not sure if I would join. Okay, Ottomans have declared upon Byzantium, so that's pretty good for us. I wasn't targeting Byzantium anyway. This is not so good, Skio. I think we might just sell that province at some point. I don't know. Okay, Parma's coming along very nicely, actually. Core construction is very good. Cardinal across the border. Sometimes we have a chance to set something into motion without seeming to have done anything. One such chance has arrived recently, when a cardinal living on the soil of one of our neighbors admitted to an agent from Genoa that he would consider moving across the border and support us in the Curia for a price. While this may be tempting, there may be a greater price to pay if we take advantage of this, the wrath of the country he deserts. Let's see, we will lose ducats and gain 0.50 corruption, which is pretty much, I think. Parma will be the seat of the new cardinal. Mantua will no longer be the seat of a cardinal. 50% chance of Mantua gain diplomatic insult, or it's not worth risking, but the man who found him deserves a promotion, which will gain us a spy master. I'm thinking no. Mantua is allied to Tyrol and Savoy. Mantua likes us, basically. Would we be able to vassalize them at some point? No, not diplo-vassalize them. That's gonna be too difficult anyway. We'd probably have to vassalize through war, if anything. But I'm not feeling this. I think the corruption is too high. Mantua's opinion changed. Let's just gain a spy master. Who's not gonna do anything for us anyway, probably. That's fine. You don't have the money for this. Okay, the core is almost done. How are the Crimeans doing? Actually pretty fine. I'm not quite sure if this is gonna change too much. Okay. I'm gonna wait until the core is done. There you go. Actually sort of crashing here, the game. Ooh, was sort of scared there for a bit. Woo. Anyway, I think we'll put in a cut here. Yeah, I think this was a successful episode. Only one province gained, but we have really put a dent in Milan's power. Released Bern to Switzerland, released Tyrol as a separate country, and also released a province here to Austria, made Austria a bit more powerful. And made an alliance with Austria. We are the only ally of Austria. That's very interesting. And it's pretty nice because we haven't gotten a call for. Let's see. This is in the thing, right? In the HRE. Yeah. I'm guessing, at least. I don't know. Should probably be able to see that somewhere here. Well, I don't know. I think it is in there, because otherwise this button wouldn't be there. Yeah, so we haven't gotten a claim for unlawful territory. So that's pretty good. Actually very good. I like it. And it would also allow us to do some more warmongering. Although we are pretty boxed in, I think we could do something. Perhaps attack Milan again. Our truce will end in 68. That's in 10 years, so actually that's pretty far away. I think we will have to keep an eye on those Crimean rebels. Might actually want to target Crimea itself at some point. Or Circassia. Because they don't have any allies and they hate us. That might actually be pretty interesting. Actually, build spy network. Bam, there you go. So I don't forget. Right, okay, so thank you guys for watching this episode. I hope to see you again in the next one. If you like this episode, then don't forget to leave a like. Leave a comment down below as well. If you have anything to add, any ideas as to where we might go with this playthrough. I hope you are having as much fun as I am. I love this expansion up till now. I just love playing a new country. That's basically what I'm saying here. Right, so see you in the next episode. Until then, bye-bye.